it is time for me to wrap up my introductory paragraph with my thesis. Now, if you forgot last year what a thesis is, well, I have linked you a little handout on what a thesis is. It's one sentence. It usually comes at the end of your introductory paragraph, and it is your argument, or in this case, it's going to be the answer to your research question. So you can see some examples here. Children should not use social media because they are influenced by seeing unreal lives, or I think a sea holiday should be preferred because while you're on a sea holiday, you can also be in touch with nature. So this is more of an opinion essay that you'd be writing or persuasive. This is probably more what you would expect for a research paper. So to write my thesis, I'm going to need to go back to my research question. How did Frank Miller's version of Batman in the comics change how Batman movies were made? So I have put Batman has starred in movies and TV shows, but I think I need one more sentence of background information before I can get to my thesis, because how Frank Miller changed it is um, Batman became darker, there was more realism. So I need to include that in my thesis. So I put, since then, Batman has starred in movies and TV shows. With each version, now I'll put, let's see, each version depicted a slightly different Batman. Now it's time for my thesis statement. After some popular comics, or I'll put graphic novels because that's what they were, by Frank Miller, movie versions of Batman became darker and more realistic. Okay, so this part is my thesis. After some popular graphic novels by Frank Miller, movie versions of Batman became darker and more realistic. I want you guys to be able, I want it to be clear what each part is. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight my thesis yellow. Ooh, pieces. Here's the example if you want to go back to it. But the thesis is the answer to the research question. It's how I'm answering the research question. It should be the last sentence in your introductory paragraph. After this, I'm ready to write the body of my essay.